To sever the human rib from the spine requires roughly 500 newtons of force. That's equivalent to being hit in the chest with a sledgehammer. Imagine sustaining that impact 24 times in a row, but not from the front, from the back, and with nothing but a knife and sheer brute strength. The Vikings called it the Blood Eagle, a ritual so precise, so gruesome, that it became the ultimate symbol of Norse brutality. King Aelle of Northumbria found out the hard way in 867 AD. The skin stripped back, the ribs severed and bent outwards like wings, the lungs pulled out into the open air. Today, we break down the anatomy of history's darkest execution to see if it's actually possible. But warning, this isn't just a story about torture, it's a story about the greatest lie ever told in medieval history. To understand the why, you don't need a history degree, you just need to know about revenge. King Aelle had executed the legendary Viking hero Ragnar Lothbrok. Ragnar's son, Ivar the Boneless, didn't just want Aelle dead, he wanted him dismantled. The sagas say that Ivar ordered the Blood Eagle to send a message to the Christian world. Your God cannot protect you from our vengeance. While the motive makes sense, the physics do not. The legends say the victim stayed awake to watch his own lungs flutter, but biology has a strict rule. The moment you open the chest cavity, you break the vacuum seal. That is a bilateral pneumothorax. The lungs don't flutter, they collapse instantly into useless sacks of tissue. The victim isn't watching anything, he's suffocating. And that's just the air. The wings are where the physics breaks down. Before you even touch bone, you have to hack through 3 inches of dense back muscle. It's like trying to carve steak with a butter knife while the cow is moving. To bend ribs outwards, you aren't just breaking bone, you have to shatter the strongest hinge in the human body. Doing this on a living, thrashing victim, surgically impossible. The victim is unconscious in seconds and dead in minutes. If the Blood Eagle happened, it was carved onto a corpse. So if the anatomy is impossible, who wrote the story? Historians now believe it came from a single, mistranslated word. The Viking phrase, rista oren, likely meant carving an eagle. It was likely the picture of an eagle scratched into the back of a dead enemy. But he carved a picture, doesn't scare anybody. He pulled his lungs out, that does. The gory details didn't come from Viking, it came from Christian monks writing 300 years later. That's like me writing the history of the American Civil War on the rumours that I heard in the pub. The monks turned a simple ritual into a nightmare to explain why the gods were letting the heathens win. It wasn't torture, it was 9th century propaganda. Whether it was myth or a mess, it worked. The fear of the Blood Eagle conquered England quicker than any axe. Vikings didn't always need myths to be terrifying. Sometimes they just needed overwhelming numbers. If you want to see what happens when a great heathen army meets a forest of corpses, check this video out. Because unlike the Blood Eagle, this story is 100% historically confirmed.